The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mayfield to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That second down play nets a -4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He finds Beckham complete. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 46 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These two teams all tied after one.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Kill. Two.
Hey, yo. Gun. Motion.
Mike, 53. 53.
First down. Here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go. What are you? Clock. Gun.
Blue Dan. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got one.
Cousins now from the 50. He sets to fire deep. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Olabisi Johnson, 50 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
20. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Mayfield on play action. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Seibert yanked it to the left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tighten up. Wide.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And some room to roam now. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
17-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mike, number 50. 53. Switch.
Quick. Bravo.
Check.
Gun.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Come on, boy. Hey, flipper. First. Don't be scared of it. Zebra.
Alert flare.
Wait, touch.
From the 17, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Browns 7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Jump. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
They can't hang with us. Kill. Two.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Gun. 53, Mike. Check tight end, check tight. Hey, zoom.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
25, check 20. I know, easy. Wide. Rush in. Hey, orbit.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Check 53, Mike. Watch the glass.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, watch it. Hey,
Through.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 36-yard line.
King!
From the 36, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive with Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. 1 yard.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
They're running it. We go, bring the energy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. 3rd down here. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. There goes a deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Landry, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 60 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 27, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. Mayfield now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, Everson Griffin. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Come. Hey, Steamer.
Cousins here to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped.